Yo man, and welcome. I'm Joe and you're in Joe's kitchen. We've got Jamaica jerk chicken on the grill, smoking away with some delicious pimento wood from Jamaica. While that's going on, we're wondering what kind of side dish should we have with that? Well, without further ado, let's get to it.
We're gonna eat, we're gonna eat. We're gonna eat and eat. We're gonna eat and eat. We're gonna eat and eat. Welcome to Joe's Kitchen, yeah, we're gonna eat. That's right. We're gonna eat and eat. 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 Welcome to Joe's Kitchen, yeah, we're gonna eat. Oh yeah.
All right, here we are, and we're making that side dish, a Jamaican side dish that's a staple of the Jamaican cuisines. And of course, we have the Jamaica jerk chicken cooking outside. I'm creating it like a three-part series here. So it was a process making the Jamaican jerk chicken, and we're doing the side dish now. So look for my videos for marinating and spatchcocking the chicken. And the second video of cooking it and smoking it with pimento wood. And now this video is the rice and peas, the infamous Jamaican rice and peas. So we're going to do that right now. I've already got this saucepan heated up. It's definitely hot. I'm going to add a little olive oil. I'm going to add about a tablespoon, maybe a little less, a little more, it doesn't matter. Just enough to get everything going. We're going to start with the onions. So I have diced onions. I'm going to put them right in that skillet and let them cook up a little bit. And they're going to cook up a little bit. And before they're fully translucent, I'm going to add the garlic in. There we go. I'll turn that heat up just a tad. Let this thing move along pretty good. All right. Now, peas and rice, from what we know peas of, it's not what is traditionally peas in Jamaica. We're doing a canned version today. You know, it could have gone all out and done the dry beans. It would have been better, but we're going to use the Goya small red beans out of the can. And there's a certain process to do this because we're going to use some of the juice from this to make this product. And I got everything laid out here. It's still just like the marinade for Jamaica jerk chicken. It's a lot of ingredients. Like right here it is. And I'm going to put the recipe I'm going to put that recipe in the description, but it's a lot of ingredients. So because of that, and I can't memorize things very well. I'm going to refer to it here and there just to make sure I don't screw up. There's basically 3 steps. We're going to start off by sauteing this onion. I think we can add the garlic in now. I have about 3 cloves of garlic chopped up. I'm going to add that in, just like so. So this is the first process, sauteing the onions and garlic. And we're just trying to get those onions translucent. Just enough olive oil in there to do the job. And our next step is going to be, I'm going to reduce that just a little bit so I can get the other steps going. We're going to measure in eventually most of the other ingredients. The only ingredients I'm not going to put in right away is going to be these beans, the coconut milk, and the rice. So we'll do that last. But meanwhile, what we're going to do is we're going to add a little salt and pepper. We're going to grind up some pepper. Add that right in there. If you know me, I usually go a little heavier on the pepper than the salt. Nothing wrong with that, right? Here we go. A little salt. Here we go. Now we're going to add our water. Our water is going to be 2 cups, I believe. Yes, 2 cups. 2 cups of water. When you're cooking rice, you want to make sure your measurements are pretty precise because it's just how you get the best fluffy rice. There's 1. And the onions are nice and translucent right now. This is why I'm moving forward and adding the water. 2 cups. See that right there, I guess. I'm going to turn that up just a tad. And now we're going to add a lot of our other ingredients. I have thyme and allspice. That's fresh allspice that I crushed up to use my mortar and pestle. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Then thyme. And thyme is, you have to pull it away, like towards the base of the stem, and they come off, and it's kind of tedious. But anyhow, we have thyme and we have allspice. We're going to have the recipe on the description. You'll see how much it is. Putting that right in that mixture. Green onions. I'm going to put that in. It's calling for half this much. I'm going to put half of this in. The other half I'm going to use for garnishing later. You'll see. So I'm going to put half of this in this water. A habanero. Preferably you would use a Scotch Bonnet, but we're going to use a habanero. You don't chop it, you don't do anything like that to it. You don't want this hot, but this is going to get the sweetness off the outer layer of that habanero or Scotch Bonnet pepper. The habanero is a close cousin of the Scotch Bonnet. You could say it's a kissing cousin, but we don't know that for sure. Okay, next thing we're going to do is a little ginger. There we go. We're going to peel that first a little bit. I want a teaspoon, so I don't need this whole thing here. But boy, I tell you what, ginger is potent, and it's a delicious. It's great if you candy it or dehydrate it. It's just a great little snack, and you'll find it a lot in Asian cuisines. But it's not foreign to cuisines in other nations, including Jamaica. So here we go. We got that. I got it peeled, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to grate approximately a teaspoon right in here. Kind of eyeballing this. I hope I get pretty close. And I think I've done well. I'm going to just drop that in there. And I think that's good. All right. We'll give it a little stir. Make sure I've got everything I'm supposed to have in there. And it looks like I do. Oh no, there's something missing. The important part. I need to have the juice of this can in there right now. This is going to create that pink hue that we're looking for. So, I don't need a can opener for this. It's got like a little fancy thing. I'm going to open that up. I'll use the lid to help me drain this into this water and herb and spices and mixture here. Just like so. We're going to bring this up to a boil. Oh, I turned it off. Ain't going to boil that way, is it? All right, we're gonna stir that up, bring it to a boil. Shouldn't take long because it's already pretty hot. You may want to get a close look at this. See our little habanero ice cube floating in that sea of deliciousness. And just those beautiful, I mean, so many different things that go into the jerk chicken and the rice and peas. A lot of similar ingredients, allspice, ginger, etc. Some different ones, but now this is going to come to a boil. When it does, we're going to put the lid on it. As it's come to a boil, I'm going to put it on simmer, let it come down from a boil, and I'm going to cover it, and we're going to let it steep, just like making tea. We're going to let it steep for about 10 minutes or so, and then we're going to bring it back to the boil and add the rest of the ingredients. So anyways, stay tuned. It's going to be delicious. All right, so it's been steeping for about 10 to 15 minutes. I think we're good. I'm gonna take a close look at this if you'd like. And I got that habanero in there. And that habanero is gonna sit in there for a little longer. And we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients. We're gonna start with the red beans, AKA the peas. And you could use dry beans. The recipe would have to be a little different if you did it that way. We're gonna add a little coconut milk, 3/4 cup. This is more like a cup, but the water's been evaporating. I think we're gonna be all right. The reason I did that, I wanted more liquid, and it's kind of like a solid mixture base. Probably could have mixed that up first a little bit before I poured it in, but I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So I'm gonna mix that in with the water and the juice from the can and the red beans. I'm gonna add my 2 cups of rice, white rice. There we go. I'm gonna bring that up to a boil and quickly reduce it. As you see, I'm stirring it all in, make sure it's all mixed up good. I'm gonna bring it to a boil, quickly reduce it, probably pull off the heat a little bit, and I'm gonna put it on a simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes. And that's what we're doing right now. We're gonna let it come to a boil, and we're gonna have some delicious Jamaica rice and peas. Wait, with our Jamaica jerk chicken. Isn't that fabulous? It's awesome. Anyways, thanks for hanging in so far. This is a 3-video project, so we're gonna also probably tie this all into one long video, but so that you can have the smaller versions. We're gonna have a video on us doing the marinade and the spatchcock chicken, setting up the chicken to marinate. We're gonna have a video on the process of smoking and cooking the chicken on the grill, the jerk chicken, jerk style, poking it and everything else. And then we'll have the process of doing the rice and peas. And we're gonna put them all together and have a nice meal tonight. All right, stay tuned. We're gonna let this cook up. It's gonna simmer for about 20, 30 minutes. We'll be back to see how it looks. Well, we're back and we're finishing up that wonderful, delicious, amazing. It smells so good. It's incredible. It looks great. Can't wait to show you. But you're gonna have to wait because I gotta talk a little bit first. No. Anyways, our rice and peas, it's done. Follow the recipe mostly to a T, and it looks great. We're gonna see what it looks like when we put it in a cup. We're gonna taste it a little bit. So let's get to it. Here we go. We're gonna start with a fork test. You can get a real close look there. I turned the temperature off, so I let it simmer for about 20, 25 minutes, somewhere around there. Halfway point, I took the spatula, stirred it up a little bit, and just making sure it doesn't burn on the bottom. Elements are off. There we go. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Oh, I can smell like the allspice and the ginger. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna fork it a little bit. Looks nice and tender. Looks like it absorbed all the coconut and the water. It looks amazing. All right, fork test is done. We got a spoon? Oh yeah, here we go. We're gonna put that into a bowl, like so. Oh my gosh. The color is just right. You know, taking the juice from that can allows that rice to absorb that, and it just gets that proper tint. It's like a brownish pink tint. But there you go, look at that. That's amazing. I'm so happy. So anyways, let's give it a taste. Let's do a spoon. Now you could put a little green onions on there as a garnish, like if you're putting it on a plate. But we're just going to dig in. There is green onions in it, so it looks very hot. Steam's coming off of it. That's delicious. You know, you can make this even when you're not preparing Jamaican jerk chicken. It's really good. Beans and rice, it's a winner any day of the week. So there you go. I said beans and rice. I'm so sorry. Rice and peas. Rice and peas, a Jamaican jerk compliment. Jamaican jerk chicken compliment. It is a staple of the Jamaican culture. Rice and peas. Now, my camera person would like to try a little bit. You gotta blow on it first. And, you know, you have the sweetness of the habanero. If we had the Scotch Bonnet, we could have had that. And somewhere in there is this, oh, there it is. You know, it's still intact. Okay, ooh, it's hot though. So we're gonna take that out. You know, you could use it for other things. You know, you could chop it up and put it in other recipes if you wanted to. But its flavors permeated into this dish, and you know, it's subtle. It's not hot at all. I mean, there's no real heat to it, but there is a sweetness, the allspice, the ginger. Everything's kind of culminated in this rice and peas. Success. Try it. I'll have the recipe in the description. And, you know, I'm glad that you stayed to watch this particular recipe. You know, this is one of 3 recipes that I'm showing on this Jamaica extravaganza time with Joe in the kitchen. We started with the spatchcock chicken, marinated with the Jamaica jerk marinade, and we let that marinate overnight. We then threw it on the grill with the pimento wood, smoked it very slowly, like a 3-hour time. And by the way, it is ready. I'm ready to pull it out. I'm so hungry, I can't wait. And then, of course, we did the side dish of the rice and peas. So glad you stayed to watch this. And until the next time, enjoy food.
We're gonna eat, we're gonna eat, we're gonna eat and eat. We're gonna eat and eat. We're gonna eat and eat. Welcome to Joe's Kitchen, yeah, we're gonna eat. That's right.